self-perception. So we'll be looking at self-reflection, trying to look at yourself and looking at your past, and then trying to see how you can use the past to adjust the future. Just about your life. Reflect about your actions. And it's very, very important. So as a human being, you must take time to reflect on your interactions with people, on your responses. Maybe you come and sit down and look at it and say, oh, are you sure this response was quite good enough? And if it's not, you make an effort to adjust next time. Do you understand? So that's what it is. So you adjust your responses. You understand? By reflection, you reflect on what has happened, and then you discover that, oh, that was not the best way for you to have responded. So you now decided that you're going to do adjustment, amend by the way you communicate. Do you understand? So it's very, very important. So reflection helps you to reflect on past actions, those things that you have done already. Did you do them well? And if it was not done well, how can you do better? Do you understand? It's very, very important. So that's what we call reflection. Reflection. All right. And then we'll talk about self-assessment. Self-assessment. Self what? Assessment. Self-assessment also has to do with, assessing your potentials, your abilities, your weaknesses, right? It helps you to know who you are, past skills, past experiences, right? And by your ability to reason. Because people don't reason. As it comes in their mind, they execute it. So it's not supposed to be so. So, by the way you reason, by the way you respond to issues, do you understand? So it will help go a long way to addressing your challenges. Do you understand? So it's very, very important. So self-assessment will help you to know your defect, your abilities, your inefficiency. You know them. Do you understand? You know where you're lacking. You know where you have abilities. That is self-assessment. It's very, very important. All right. So let's look at some aspect of self-awareness. Some aspect of what? Self-awareness. What are those aspects of self-awareness? Number one is emotional self-awareness. Emotional what? Self-awareness. This aspect of self-awareness involves recognizing and understanding your own emotions in a moment. That's what we have discussed. And then we'll talk about self-perception. Self-perception. That is, self-awareness also includes an understanding of your own strengths, weaknesses, values, beliefs, and attitudes. Very, very important. Then self-reflection. Self-reflection means that as an individual, you engage in regular self-reflection, which involves examining your thoughts, feelings, and behavior, as well as your interaction with others. How was the interaction like? Was it good? Was it bad? Do you understand? You must reflect on what you have done well, what you did not do well. Do you understand? Very, very important. Then self-assessment involves the ability to evaluate your own performances, your behaviors, and your progress towards your goals. All right, you have goals, you have to evaluate yourself. How far have you gone? How far have you tried to achieve them? Do you understand? Very, very important. Very, very important. So let's look at some importance of self-awareness in emotional intelligence. Why is it that self-awareness is very, very important in emotional intelligence? Why is it that self-awareness is very, very important in emotional intelligence? One, it improved decision making. So when you are aware of yourself and what you can do, it can help you to take informed decisions. because by carrying out assessment, you know who you are and what you can do, and that will help you to go ahead and take better decisions. Do you understand? So improved decision making is one of the things that being aware of yourself and your emotion can help you to achieve. All right. Number 2 is effective self-regulation. Effective what? Self-regulation. Self-awareness is essential for self-regulation. That is the ability to manage and control one's emotions and impulses. You must control your anger. You must control that. Some of us easily say that I'm easily irritated, so you have to control that. It's not an achievement. Do you understand? I was the kind of person that was very, very easily irritated, but I have managed to control it. So control yourself. Control your emotions. Put your emotions in check. Do you understand? And to help you. Then enhance relationships. Being self-aware helps individuals understand how their emotions and behavior affect those around them. It enhances your relationship with others. Because you are aware of yourself, of course, you make effort to know what others want as well. Put yourself in the shoes of others, because by understanding yourself, it's easy for you to understand how someone else feels. Because maybe you are feeling the same way. If someone says something to you that you are not happy, maybe you are feeling somehow. You feel very bad. So if you also are doing something to someone like that, you should be thinking, you should be able to know how the person should be feeling. Do you understand? So it will help you so much to understand others. Do you understand? That's it. Mr. Lois, you're welcome. So personal growth and development. Personal growth and what? Development. Self-awareness help in personal growth and development, because when you know about your deficiencies, when you know about your insufficiencies and inefficiencies, then what do? You make effort to balance up. Do you understand? You make effort to make it up where you know that you are lacking. Where you lack is, if you lack experience, you gather experience. If you lack understanding, you read to understand. You understand? So that's why it is. So you make effort to grow from where you are to where you want to be by being aware of yourself. Increase empathy. Being self-aware of your emotions help to increase empathy. That is, you are empathetic with others. You are not just like that. You are not just about yourself. You care about others. You understand? You make effort to know what is good for you is good for others. So if you are feeling pains on a particular matter, know that if the same thing is being done to another person, the person may experience pains. So what do? Avoid it. You understand? So stress management. Being self-aware help you to know when to stop, when to say it's time to rest. Do you understand? So when you are aware of yourself, you know when to say it's time to rest. It's not that you continue to go and then you over go. Do you understand? So you must you must be aware of yourself. So self-awareness, plays a crucial role in emotional intelligence by providing a foundation for self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. Very, very important. Do you understand? So let's look at some of the techniques for enhancing self-awareness, such as self-reflection and mindfulness. All right. So what are those techniques? Number 1 is self-regulation. In self-regulation, what do? You journal. Journaling. Do you understand? You jot. You make notes on the things you hear, on the things that you are discussing. All right. It will help you to process your thoughts better. After everything is done, you can go through your net and help you to understand better. Do you understand? So self-reflection. So one aspect of self-regulation is what? Journaling. Self-assessment tools. use assessment or questionnaire that can help you gain better understanding of your personality traits. Right? You can give people questionnaire to answer things about yourself. How do people look at you? All right? And then you formulate some questions and people will help you to respond. Do you understand? And tell you who you are. Self-feedback. Self-feedback. Ask for feedback from trusted friends. Do you understand? They will tell you who you are. Right? Mindfulness. Mindfulness means mindful meditation. Practice mindfulness meditation to increase your awareness of the present moment. All right? So, mind situations. So that is why it is. Mindful activities such as eating, working, or walking. Try to focus on the task at hand without distraction. All right? Try to focus on the task at hand without what? Distraction. So body scan. Perform a body scan meditation to bring awareness to different types of your body and notice any physical sensation or tension. Understand? Seeking feedback and self-assessment. 360-degree feedback is one of the good instruments you can get information about yourself. Gather feedback from peers, supervisors, subordinates to gain a comprehensive view of how others perceive you. That's what it is. 360-degree feedback help you to know yourself. Yes, because your supervisors will tell you something. Your peer will tell you something. Do you understand? In the order. So regular self-assessment. Regular self-assessment can also help you to know more about yourself, and then know your values and your behaviors so that you will be able to articulate those beliefs and values that people believe in. So self-regulation or self-assessment help you to reflect on your goals, values, and beliefs, behaviors. Do you understand? So that's why it is. Let's look at some strategies along with examples or scenarios. Self-awareness. You are in a meeting, for instance, all right? So we are looking at the example now, a kind of scenario, okay? So if I read it and you understand it and you have a response to give, respond in the comment section, let me know. So I'm giving you a critical example now. You are in a meeting and someone criticizes your work. Instead of reacting defensively, take a moment to recognize that you are feeling defensive and understand why you are feeling that way. This self-awareness can help you respond constructively. Do you understand? So that's why it is. So when someone criticizes you, you don't just rush into criticizing the person, but swallow your saliva, calm down, and then let the person understand your point very well. So mindfulness and meditation or meditation. Before a high-pressure presentation, take a few minutes to practice deep breathing or a short meditation process. Do you understand? Emotional regulations. Let's look at a scenario. You receive frustrating feedback from your boss. Instead of lashing out or bottling up your emotions, take a breath, go for a walk, or engage in a physical activity to release pent-up tensions before adding the feedback or before addressing the feedback. Understand? Try to, as much as possible, to control your emotions so that you will not overstep your borders. Do you understand? Very important. We have cognitive restructuring. We have seeking support, setting boundaries, engaging in stress relief activities. Right. So let's look at practicing gratitude. Practicing gratitude. Good way to say thank you. When someone does something that is good, appreciate the person. All right. When faced with challenges, take a moment to reflect on things you are grateful for. All right. Don't focus on the negative situation only. Look at the positive aspect of your situation and then embrace them. Reflect on them. Do you understand? Reflect on them. So self-assessment exercises to identify personal strengths and areas for growth. All right, and this is what we're going to look at for today, for the as the last topic. Self-assessment exercises to identify personal strengths and areas for growth. Number one is reflect on your achievements. What have you achieved in this year? All right. If you are able to identify one or two things, give credit to yourself, appreciate yourself for what you have been able to achieve. Do you understand? Then identify your skills and abilities. What can you do perfectly? What can you, excel at? Do you understand? Bring those skills to bear. Do you understand? Then seek feedback. Reflect on challenges and areas for improvement. You must find some areas for improvement and you must improve. Do you understand? Assess your values and passions. Set goals for personal growth. Have your goals. You must go forward. You must move forward. Very, very important. Regular reflection and adjustment is also another thing that you must consider. You must do exercise regularly. Some of us that wake up every in the morning will go, come back in the night. It's not easy. On Saturday you are running errands for family. It's not easy. You understand? You don't see my eyes. I've been running errands since. I'm weak. I'm tired. But I have to do this. We have missed this training for how many days? So this is where we're going to stop today. We will resume by tomorrow in the evening. By tomorrow in the evening. That is if I'm not caught up somewhere, but I will let you know. Because I'm going to have a very important meeting with somebody tomorrow. I don't know how the things will go. So, but thank you very much for taking time to be part of today's training. See you tomorrow. I'm going to post the manual in the WhatsApp group now because I promised you that I'll post it. I didn't do it. So I'm going to share it right away. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.